Hello everyone. We like to share how we spent our 5 days in Bangkok last September 2023. This is our second time in Bangkok. The first was in summer of 2019. Back then we've already done some temple hopping. Nighttime river cruise. Mall hopping. We went to their red light districts. We also went to a popular night market. And we have eaten some exotic food. We were able to try some local dishes, but not as much as we wanted to. Apparently, Thai people have very different definition of just a little spicy as well as not spicy. And sometimes not spicy was still spicy for us. Admittedly, having weak spice tolerance, we got a little intimidated. We told ourselves we will do better next time. That's why our main agenda for this trip was food trip. Our flight to Bangkok was in early evening. It was a Saturday, but there was barely any line at the immigration of Naya Terminal 1. Flight was on time, and we arrived at Suvarnabhumi Airport before 10 p.m. We also went through the immigration really quickly. We claimed our luggages and the SIM we bought from Klook, then a mandatory stopover at the smoking area. Disclaimer, we are not encouraging smoking. But for those who need it to, it is located at the far left end of the airport terminal outside exit 10. We bought some snacks and drinks at the airport 7-Eleven, then we traveled to the city through the airport link. ARL end-to-end trip just costs 45 baht per person. The train only runs until midnight. Grab from Suvarnabhumi Airport to the city can range between 400 to 700 baht plus toll fee. If you want to save money, you may want to consider this in choosing your flight schedule to Bangkok. For our first night, we stayed at True Siam Phaya Thai Hotel. It is just a short walk from the Phaya Thai Airport Link station. We also stayed there on our first trip and we recommend this hotel. We will post a separate review on True Siam Phaya Thai Hotel. We just hang out at the 5th floor outdoor space, enjoyed our 7-Eleven snacks and some local beer. Leo was actually good. Strong brew would be enjoyed more by pale Pilsen drinkers and the lighter one for San Mig light drinkers. Day 1. The most unforgettable day. We started our day with a nice breakfast included in our hotel booking, then checked out by lunchtime. Then we transferred to the Cozy River, our accommodation for the rest of our trip. We like True Siam Phaya Thai, but we also wanted to experience staying in another place and area. The Cozy River is located near Icon Siam and the riverside area. We recommend it as well. We will also post a review of our stay at the Cozy River. After checking in, we just rested a bit and took a quick grab ride to Icon Siam. It was just like 1 kilometer away but was still scorching hot outside. Anyway, grab fare is a lot cheaper in Thailand than the Philippines. Our 8-kilometer trip from True Siam to Cozy River was just 154 baht or around 260 pesos. We just basically spent the afternoon in Icon Siam. We had some snacks at Suk Siam, explored the mall a bit, had a nice meal at Thipsamai and exchanged some money at Super Rich. We decided to go to Asiatique for the night, so we went to the river park and looked for the free shuttle boat. That is where our passports got stolen and why we call this the most unforgettable day of our trip. The rest of the night just revolved around it. We will just share more about this series of events involving Icon Siam and losing our passports in a separate post. The next day, we just basically spent the whole daytime dealing with our stolen passports. We have a separate post on what to do when you lose your passport in Thailand. By the end of the afternoon, we got our temporary travel documents. We felt relieved and resumed having a nice time for the rest of our trip. From the Philippine Embassy, we took the BTS to Big C Supercenter, where most tourists buy stuff to bring home. We compared their prices of the items we want to buy against other sources, and Big C was actually more expensive. We will have a separate short post on some recommendations for Pasa Lubong and where to buy them. We crossed the street to Central World and had a nice dinner at this small food bazaar. Worth noting that coconut smoothie was so good. We booked a boat ride and returned to the hotel. If you're not aware, aside from Grab, Bolt is another ride app available in Thailand. It's usually cheaper than Grab. Central World to the Cozy River was just 102 baht but 180 baht on Grab. However, we just used it once because it shows the waiting time and it's usually longer. And we were able to use a voucher code on Grab, so the fare difference was minimal, especially for short-distance trips. We typically have nightcaps during our trips. 7-Eleven beer in Thailand is just a little bit more expensive than the Philippines. Day 3. Chinatown and Khao San. Since the Cozy River does not serve breakfast, we just buy from 7-Eleven around the corner. We love their easy-taste sandwiches and cheesy hot dogs. They tasted good and very affordable. We left the hotel at lunchtime determined to stuff ourselves with good food and explore Bangkok's Chinatown neighborhood and managed to cover this route until sundown. That was a lot of good food. We were still so full even with all the walking, so we just had these buns for breakfast. To keep this from getting too long, we will also have a separate Bangkok food trip post, including reviews, prices, and menu. The nighttime stalls started setting up, the crowd got thicker and traffic became so heavy. Time to leave Chinatown and go to Khao San. To have an easier pickup and not get stuck in traffic, we walked a few blocks away from the crowded and heavy traffic road of Chinatown and chose a more convenient pickup point. We went to Khao San for some night out. Khao San Road is the popular nightlife street for backpackers. It's livelier and more crowded. Rambutri Alley is parallel to Khao San. It's a lot more laid back. The easiest way to go to Khao San is by Grab or Bolt, and the most convenient pick-up or drop-off point is Rocco Club for Khao San Road, and I love Thai food for Rambutri Alley. After walking through both streets from end to end, we hang out at this bar in Khao San first. Their music was loud, so having a conversation was quite challenging. Well, we knew what we're getting ourselves into, so not complaining. We recommend Riri Bar. They have happy hour promo of 3 large Chang beer for just 300 baht with no service charge. Food and service were good too. Wanting a quieter setting later on, we transferred to the Macaroni Club at Rambutri. Beer was pricier at 100 baht for a regular bottle, but their food was really good and has no service charge too. Service was good as well. We capped the night with a really relaxing 30-minute foot massage. The place was clean. The smell of the massage oil was not strong. And our 30-minute massage actually lasted for almost 45 minutes. It was 150 baht and a good tip well spent. We've been in Bangkok for a few days but still have not eaten mango sticky rice. The problem is that it's not a light dessert, and we come across it when we're already full. So we end up skipping it. Glad to see this vendor after our massage. It's not just good, it's so cheap too. Typical price of mango sticky rice of this size is 100 baht. So for 50 baht, this is definitely a steal. We said I love Thai food again as our Grab pickup point back to the hotel. There are always a lot of taxi and tuk-tuks lined up, so always keep track of your car's arrival. We woke up really late the next day. We went out around 2 p.m. already. There were a lot of small eateries near our hotel and we thought we should try one of them before we leave. Apparently, most of them closes after the lunch peak and reopens for dinner. Thankfully, we chanced upon this place owned by an old couple right before they closed. And their food was really good and affordable. We went to Icon Siam to buy some pasta lubang. We also checked again if they might have found our passports. Actually, it's not valid anymore. We were just hoping to get our Japan visa back cause it's still valid for 4 more years. Anyway, we never got our passports back anymore. Ikonsiam has Takashirmaya, a Japanese department store. And we saw 2 of our favorite Japanese foods, Hokkaido milk ice cream and tamago. You might say we're in Thailand yet eating Japanese food. Please indulge us. We lost our Japan visa, so we guess it's just kind of our way of comforting ourselves. We went back to the hotel to drop off our Pasalubong haul and went to Don Don Donki at MBK Center. We were hoping they have our favorite Kalbi chips and cup noodles to no avail. The rain was quite heavy, so we just decided to have dinner at MBK and chanced upon another Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant. Then we went back to Khao San for a couple of drinks on our last night in Bangkok. Day 5. Our departure day. We had a late night return flight, so we were still able to do a lot on our last day. After checkout, we already brought our luggages with us and stored them at Lockbox Plus in Siam Paragon. It was convenient since we did not have to return to the hotel to get them. Storage fee is 50 baht per large piece. We stored the 2 luggage for 5 hours and paid a total of 500 baht. It was a reasonable expense for the convenience and time saved. We booked a 2 p.m. schedule for Sea Life on Klook and they are strict with it. We can only go in at 2 p.m., but there's no time limit once we are inside. We had a good time, though there were some areas that are under ongoing improvement. We spent a little over 2 hours at Sea Life. For around 1,600 pesos, it may seem a little pricey, but it's okay as long as all those animals are always well taken care of. Besides, maintaining all those aquariums really costs a lot. Please watch for our extensive post about all the animals in Sea Life. All that walking made us really hungry. We readily see some Michelin Bib Gourmand stalls and gourmet eats lined up. Again, we'll have a separate post about our Bangkok food trip, but we have to say that cow soy with chicken was really memorable. We traveled to the airport via BTS then Airport Link. By 7 p.m. we decided to start traveling to the airport. Because it's rush hour and the rain was pouring hard, so we anticipated more people will take the BTS. True enough, the train was really jam-packed, and there were very long stops because of rail traffic. Our 2-stop ride took almost 1 hour. We must say prices of food at the airport are significantly higher than the city. Good thing we had in-flight meals, so we just had burgers and fries, which still cost 435 baht. Because we didn't have our passport, our trip concluded with 35 minutes of processing at the immigration and a bit of mad rush to the boarding gate because it was past our boarding time. Thankfully for us, boarding was just starting when we arrived. So that was how we spent 5 days in Bangkok. Apart from that unfortunate incident, we had a great time. Overall, it was a memorable trip. Thanks for watching.